Have you ever received a prophetic word and nothing seems to be happening? There's delay, or maybe what was said doesn't seem to come to pass, or at least not the way that you expected, or even sometimes in the time you expected. You're not alone in that. But here's something that I've learned. A promise from God without walking in His ways usually ends in mischief. Let me show you what I mean. Take Jacob, for example. Before he was even born, God had already spoken. While his mother Rebecca was pregnant, she felt something was going on in the belly and asked God what's going on. And God basically told her there are two nations in the belly and the older will serve the younger. So right there, Jacob was already chosen. That was the word, that was the promise. But what did Jacob do with that? Instead of waiting for God's plan to unfold, he took matters into his own hands. First, he traded his brother Esau's birthright for a bowl of stew. Then he deceived his father and stole the blessing. And because of that, he ended up basically in exile for years. Even when he was on his way back, he was still afraid. Afraid that Esau was still angry with him. Afraid that his deception will finally catch up to him. And here's the thing. Jacob was going to become Israel either way. That was already decided in heaven. God had spoken it. But because he didn't follow the ways of God, the road there was messier than it had to be. The promise was real, but the method wasn't. Then you've got Saul. He was anointed by God, chosen. He was told, if you obey me, your kingdom will last. But Saul didn't obey. He kept stepping outside of what God had told him, and he feared people more than God. And slowly, the promise started to unravel. Now, while Saul was losing his promise through disobedience, David was gaining that same promise by walking in obedience. David didn't rush it. He didn't force his way into the throne. Even when he had the chance to kill Saul and take the crown, he didn't. He waited. He trusted that if God called him, God will make it happen in his time. One moved ahead of God and lost it all. The other moved with God and received it in full. And we see this today too. God promises you leadership, so you manipulate people to get there, only to lose their trust. He promises you a spouse, but you compromise in relationships, and in the end, you're broken right before the right person comes along. You're called to ministry, but without character, your gift outpaces your maturity, and the platform collapses. God's promises must be matched with God's process. See, you can be anointed like Saul and still lose it, or you can be hidden like David, and God will raise you up in His time. The question isn't just, has God promised me something? The real question is, am I walking in His ways? Don't just hold on to the promise. Become the person who can carry it. God bless you.